All right, let's flow. Remember to grab your blocks. Right? We bring the ground to us when we need a little extra space. Don't be afraid to use those blocks. So let's flow here. Hands on the blocks, step to your down dog. Option number 1. Inhale up on the toes and send the right leg high. Bring your knee to your chest. Keep the connection chest to thigh as you roll forward and extend the right leg through. Bend the back knee, half split, untuck the toes, sit back, hips to heels. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Option number 2, using the block still, step back to down dog position. This one's sort of a hop, jump, switch into our half split landing. Inhale up on the toes, bend the knees, gaze forward, and find a little hop, and then switch the legs as the right leg pulls through, and you sit onto the top of the left foot. Inhale, reach the arms, and exhale, forward fold. Option number 3, coming to our full tuck handstand entry option. So whether it's blocks to give you a little extra lift and space to pull that half split entry, a half split landing through or not, it's totally up to you. Today, I'll be doing it without the blocks. Inhale up on the toes, bend your knees, gaze between the thumbs, and it's knees to chest as you pull to your tuck handstand position. Heels to bum, squeeze the inner thighs, push away from the floor, pull your chest through your arms, heels tucked in tightly, hold for 3. Gaze back between the wrists there for 2. For 1, and then start to extend the right leg down, but keep the chest to thigh connection. Push, push, push away as you pull this through, and then land on that back heel. Inhale, half split, rise, and exhale, forward fold. Sweep the right arm all the way behind you and come to this half, or this wild thing on top of the left foot, right? Reach into the back of the room, spiral the rib cage open, push off the top of the left foot. Take a big breath in. Take a slow breath out. Sweep the left arm around you here, all the way over to the other side of the mat, and it's modified side plank as you pick up onto the left knee and reach the right arm overhead. Shavasana bind, reach for the right ankle, take a slow breath in. Push foot into hand, exhale. Release this and step the right foot across the left thigh. We're coming into a twist position here to set up for Ekapada Kundanyasana 1, 2 on the left side, and then to Ekapada 2 on the right side. So taking our twist, hooking our elbow to our knee and finding our Ekapada Kundanyasana 1, Ekapada 2, switch Ekapada 2, left foot back, up and over for wild thing. I dig that right foot behind and open that rib cage, peel open, big breath in, and slow breath out. Slowly sit down, heel toe the right foot out to a Skandasana position and come on up into Skandasana. You'll come off your mat, it's okay. Take it to the back of your mat, Skandasana. Sit down, heel toe that left foot in for wild thing. Sweep the right arm behind you. Press away, lift up, big breath in. Slow breath out. Sweep the left hand to the back of the mat. Twisted Shiva as the left foot steps forward and right knee behind left. Reach the left arm to the sky. Tuck that left heel all the way in and spiral that rib cage open. Option for full dragon lunge or dragon squat here as you sit low and sweep those hands to maybe touch that right foot. Bend the knee and push away. Left hand plants. It's your sugar cane. So right hand reaches with a dancer bind here. So sugar cane with the thumb pointing up towards the sky. Open up that right hip. Take a slow breath in. Push foot into hand and slow breath out. Now close the hip a little bit. Little baby bend in that left knee as we start to reach up for dancer, full dancer as we rise up. Right, root down in that left foot. Push into the left big toe. Right, push foot into hand, stay for 3, for 2. Now as we come to this bound shrimp squat, we're keeping the dancer bind. We're bending the left knee and the chest leans forward to make this possible, right? We have to counterbalance the weight. So we put that right foot down slowly, right knee down slowly, pivot onto the right foot and peel open to our goddess pose. Take a big breath in and a slow breath out. Rise up, 5-pointed star. Back of the mat, warrior 2, back heel spins down. Reverse here. Now cartwheel the hands to a forearm twisted lizard. Right forearm comes down and reach up with the left. Push off the forearm and rise back up, reverse. One more time, come on down. Cartwheel down to that twisted forearm lizard here. Beautiful, heel toe the left foot out and come to your baby wild thing. Reach to the back of the mat. Now as you come back around, plant your left hand in line with your right elbow and step your left foot up halfway down the mat. We're beginning to set up for our funky Pinchamayurasana. Option number 1, however, would be to fly your funky flying crow. And the way to do that, we'll step up, both feet. Left knee comes to the left tricep. Look forward. Maybe that right foot flies back behind you. Option number 2, funky Pinchamayurasana. Step the left foot, reach the right leg to the sky, and come on up, funky pincha. Beautiful. Coming to rock star as you extend the left leg to the right forearm side. Ooh. Left leg goes to the right forearm side, right foot plants towards the top of the mat. It's rock star. Peel open. And then push into the feet, into the toes. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, heel toe your feet towards each other, and reach for your full wheel option. Right? Don't have to take the full wheel. You can always simply come to the ground and take a wheel from there. And then coming through our Malasana, sweep one arm overhead to release to Malasana squat towards the top of the mat. Option, of course, to simply come down to the floor, take a full wheel option, and come back down through full wheel option, meet in Malasana. Slow breath in and slow breath out. Now here, option to play. So many different places you can go with this. So in class, the only requisite was that you float. So we meet in crow from our Malasana, but you float somewhere in between. So option to maybe plant the hands and just take some little hops. Maybe it's a wrist tap. Maybe it's a straddle press and then come to crow. Maybe it's a flying crow. Hop, flying crow, crow. Whatever we do, we meet in crow, whatever you decide. Plant the right foot, step back to Skandasana, release. Rise to warrior 2, shoulders over those hips. Take a slow breath in. Take a slow breath out. Tuck that tail down and under. Reverse. Side angle, right hand to the inside of the right shin. Left arm peels open. Now from here, getting that right shoulder nestled underneath that right knee, setting up for our flying compass. So pushing away from the ground on that right hand, reaching the left hand for the razor side edge of that right foot. Picking up the right foot and rotating underneath the arm. Going slow. Now transitioning to our shoulder pressing pose. Whoa. Starting to close the torso towards the ground, but keep our right leg glued to our tricep. Sweep that back leg up to a stalter or firefly, whatever you want to call it. Hook those ankles together. And then taking this shoulder pressing pose. Take that chin down to the mat. Push back up. Release, sit the hips down, high boat. Take a slow breath in. Take a slow breath out. And if you're not too tired by this point, we're optioned to simply rock and roll and come through our down dog or cross the ankles. Option for blocks or without blocks, right? Planting the hands, crossing the ankles, pushing up, shoulders forward, kick the legs back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, down dog. Knees down. Take a slow breath in. Take a slow breath out. And thank yourself for working so hard.